In this video, I have a quick tip with the number one thing that you absolutely must be doing in your practice for it to be productive or effective at all. And I think it's the number one thing that most people mess up in their practice.
My name is Josh Gu, and I'm taking my years of experience learning, teaching, and performing, and sharing all of my best clarinet and music tips so you can get more out of your practice, and most importantly, have fun. You can learn more about all of my many resources at QuickStartClarinet.com, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to get notified when I post new videos.
Now, the reason why I know this is one of the number one things that people mess up in their practice is partially because I've been teaching over a decade and I've seen student after student after student, lesson after lesson after lesson make this mistake. And also because I've been playing the clarinet for years and years and years now, and I do this all the time in my practice, even though I know better. So I want to make sure that this is really clear for you because, again, it's very likely you're doing this at some point in your practice. And it's, again, one of the most important things that will absolutely transform your clarinet journey from frustration, repeating the same things, pointless practice, to actually productive and purposeful practice. Now, the reason why everybody does this is because it actually takes a lot of bandwidth and a lot of mental energy to not do this. And it's not necessarily always the most fun or the most exciting practice to do it this way. And the number one thing that everybody needs to be doing more of is simplifying. And simplifying to the point where it's hands down, totally confidently correct. And this is the thing that makes it so hard, is that we're always working at it and we have the recording in our head or the recording we've been listening to the way we want it to go, and we're excited to get there, and we have that kind of gravity of like, this is the tempo I want to play at, this is the way that it should go. When I listen to the professionals, it sounds so musical and clear and beautiful, and that kind of has gravity where we're wanting to be pulled towards playing it like that, and we think, oh, that's how it should go, that's how I want to play it right now. But instead, we need the patience to really take our time with it. Because if we don't get it totally correct, and if we don't simplify it enough that we're really accurately playing it, then as we're pulled towards that recording that we want to play like, we'll never get there because we haven't built it up to the point where we can actually play like that. And then we're going to play it at tempo, and we're going to make mistakes, and we're going to try it again and just hope that it gets better. And it's not going to get better because we, again, haven't built the foundation to be able to do it. And then we're going to get frustrated in our practice and fall into that pointless practice trap of doing the same thing over and over again, just hoping that it gets better. So the alternative to that, and the number one thing we need to be doing, is fighting that natural sort of magnetism and gravity to just want to play it how it goes now, and have the patience to simplify and simplify until it's really correct. There's one of my absolute favorite quotes ever by Friedrich von Schiller, who was a German poet and musician. This is close, I'll put the actual quote on screen, but it says something to the effect of, "Those who have the patience to do the simple things perfectly will develop the ability to do the difficult things easily." That quote, I feel like, captures my teaching philosophy so well, and I think Friedrich von Schiller was a musician and an artist, so he absolutely understood this in his life as well. And again, it's so important to have the patience and simplify so that you can get it. And that's why it's the number one mistake that people make in their practice, because we get excited and we want to go faster and we want to play it how we hear it and play it like the professionals sound. But we have those cracks where it's not quite totally in control, where it's not quite totally perfect, and all of those little cracks will greatly amplify over time as we speed it up, because the faster you go, the more any little instability in the foundation is really going to show. So I implore you, next time that you practice, really give this a try. Anytime you make a little mistake, ask yourself, okay, why did this mistake happen? And what do I need to simplify so that I can make it easy? If it's a rhythm mistake, maybe going slower will fix it. Maybe slower won't be enough. Maybe you need to go even slower and also clap and count the rhythm rather than just playing it. Do whatever it takes, simplify however far you need to know that you're getting it correct. And the cool thing about this is you'll truly know when it's correct or not. If you have any doubt of like, well, I think that's right, it's not right. Once you simplify enough, you'll know 100% for sure, that was it, that was connected to the beat, that was the right fingerings, that was relaxed and in control fingers, whatever it is that you're working on. When you simplify enough, it will be dead obvious if you're doing it correctly or not. And that's the beauty of simplifying. And that's why it's the most important thing we need to be doing in our practice. Because once you're totally clear on if you're doing it right or not, then you can do it right consistently. And once you're totally clear on doing it correct in the simplified way, then you can build up one step at a time towards the recording or the goal that you're aiming for, and know that it's actually correct, confident, in control, all of those good 3 C's of practice, and you'll be able to do it consistently, which means you'll be able to get it right in the performance. So I hope that this was helpful to be thinking about that number one thing. If you don't know about my Denizen program, you should absolutely check that out at quickstartclarinet.com/supporter. The reason why I bring that up is there's, first of all, great hands-on work one-on-one. We can actually do video feedback back and forth, and I can help you with your specific problems and help you get to the next level in your journey. But also, I'm going to be sharing a really awesome practice resource that's going to be exclusively for the Denizens in the near future. So now is a fantastic time to become a Denizen. There's already a library of several exclusive trainings for the Denizens on some of my very best material. We can work one-on-one to get you unique help for whatever it is that's blocking you in your clarinet and music journey. And again, if you like this video on some good practice tips, that practice resource is going to be absolutely so valuable. So now's a great time to go to quickstartclarinet.com/supporter and check it out. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in another one. And don't forget to simplify in your practice. And last but not least, a huge heartfelt thank you to the Denizens. This is like the QuickStart Clarinet family who supports the channel and helps to make everything that I do possible. If you would like to support the channel and get some awesome rewards in return where we can work one-on-one over video and you can have my full support moving forward on your clarinet journey, then go to quickstartclarinet.com/supporter.